It's 25 years ago, and I can remember as if it was yesterday, stated Geoff Bullins from BBC News Scotland. This day in history not only changed the lives of people in Britain, but also affected the prices of oil at that time. Everyone should be aware of what happened and the lives that were lost. The cause of this has made everyone more careful and regulations stricter. Today, I'm going to discuss what the Piper Alpha was, how the explosion happened, and the end result. To begin, Piper Alpha was a huge oil rig that not only produced large amounts of oil, but gas as well. According to Conrad, Piper Alpha started out with oil in 1976, then moved to gas later on. The platform was operated by Occidental Petroleum Company. In 1976, it accounted for about 10% of the oil and gas in the North Sea. McAllister reported that Piper Alpha was built 125 miles northeast of Aberdeen, Scotland. The platform was built to be 300 meters high with four main operating areas that can hold around 200 workers. Piper brought in more than 300,000 barrels of crude oil per day. Secondly, miscommunication can happen to even large important companies, too. Offshore Technology stated that new staff members at shift change weren't aware of no safety valve on a very important part of the pipework. Gas leaked out and started the explosion. There wasn't just one main explosion, but three occurred within 55 minutes. 167 out of 228 workers died when the platform exploded. Since the heat and smoke was so great, the helicopters had to wait until it cleared off a little bit. McAllister also reported the platform was completely destroyed and took about 3 weeks to be under control by American Wild Well controller Red Adair. Third of all, this disaster not only changed Britain, but also around as well. Seconds from disaster reported that survivors were known as bad luck and weren't hired anywhere else on oil rigs. 36 survivors went through an interview and questionnaires. More than 70% of them reported to have psychological and behavioral symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder. At the end of the court, no one was left personally reliable. Occidental Petroleum paid about $100 million to families who lost someone in the tragedy. Finally, one mistake can change the lives of others in the blink of an eye. I have now explained to you what the Piper Alpha was, how the disaster happened, and what the outcome was. The explosion has made everyone pay more attention to detail. This day in history will not only be forgotten to some people, but also change the lives of others, even around the world.